Trump's $4.8 billion budget proposal revisits rejected cuts. Washington, AP. President Donald Trump is offering a $4.8 trillion election year budget plan that recycles previously rejected cuts to domestic programs to promise a balanced budget in 15 years, all while boosting the military and leaving Social Security and Medicare benefits untouched. Trump's fiscal 2021 plan, to be released Monday, promises the government's deficit will crest above $1 trillion only for the current budget year before steadily decreasing to more manageable levels. The plan has virtually no chance, even before Trump's impeachment scorched Washington. Its cuts to food stamps, farm subsidies, Medicaid and student loans couldn't pass when Republicans controlled Congress, much less now with liberal House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, Democrat California, setting the agenda. Pelosi said Sunday night that once again the president is showing just how little he values the good health, financial security and well-being of hard-working American families. Year after year, President Trump's budgets have sought to inflict devastating cuts to critical lifelines that millions of Americans rely on, she said in a statement. Americans' quality, affordable health care will never be safe with President Trump. Trump's budget would also shred last year's hard-won budget deal between the White House and Pelosi by imposing an immediate 5% cut to non-defense agency budgets passed by Congress. Slashing cuts to the Environmental Protection Agency and taking $700 billion out of Medicaid over a decade are also non-starters on Capitol Hill, but both the White House and Democrats are hopeful of progress this spring on prescription drug prices. The Trump budget is a blueprint written as if he could enact it without congressional approval. It relies on rosy economic projections of 2.8% economic growth this year and 3% over the long term, in addition to fanciful claims of future cuts to domestic programs, to show that it is possible to bend the deficit curve in the right direction. That sleight of hand enables Trump to promise to whittle down a $1.08 budget deficit for the ongoing budget year and a $966 billion deficit gap in the 2021 fiscal year starting October 1 to $261 billion in 2030, according to summary tables obtained by the Associated Press. Balance would come in 15 years. The reality is that no one, Trump, the Democratic-controlled House or the GOP-held Senate, has any interest in tackling a chronic budget gap that forces the government to borrow 22 cents of every dollar it spends. The White House plan proposes $4.4 trillion in spending cuts over the coming decade. Trump's re-election campaign, meanwhile, is focused on the economy and the historically low jobless rate while ignoring the government's budget. On Capitol Hill, Democrats controlling the House have seen their number of deficit. For more on this story, visit the news article link.